Hi everyone, it's your sis Shaysayss for It's Only Entertainment, and today I have two very venerable icons with me, artist and one of the godfathers of R&B, Keith Sweat, an R&B singer, actor, songwriter, and executive producer of the Tubi film Howard High, Marques Houston. How are y'all feeling today?
Good.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm very excited to talk about the movie and also your careers as it continues to grow. Starting with the film, actually, though, because there was a bunch of new faces in this film, but also a few prominent ones as well. I seen J-Book from B2K. We seen Rayan Lopez from Mindlezz Behavior as well. How did this come about? Like, what made you decide that they were great fits for this cast?
Well, I think for one, Chris Stokes and I, we have our film company, Footage Films, and we like to give people entertainment that they can, really just enjoy, and I felt like it would have been very enjoyable. We would like, to get these generations, like, the Mindlezz Behavior, or the B2K and Immature, back in my day, and then also Keith Sweat, the legendary. So, it was just, I think it was really amazing. And it fit because it was a musical, because it was so high energy, and coming from our groups like me, Immature, B2K, Mindlezz Behavior, those big high performance dance groups, we really wanted to pull that generation, all those different generations, and put them into one. And then we got the OG Keith Sweat. So, we just had it popping.
No, I love that. And, there's actually a part in the film that I loved. And I think J-Book was singing, actually talking about like unsung heroes. Now, if you could choose an artist that you feel deserves their flowers and haven't received them as of yet, what would you choose right now?
Me?
Go first. Go ahead, Marques. You can go first.
Oh, that's a tough one. I think I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, if I think about it, like right now, I'm not sure who I would choose. That'll be I would have to think about that one, because I'm a person that, like, artistry to me is not fame.
Right.
I feel like artistry and success doesn't have anything to do with fame. You can be successful at your craft and you can be a great artist, and it doesn't necessarily mean you haven't got the recognition yet. So sometimes it's just timing for me. So I don't know. It's a good one.
Oh, I like that. Keith, what about you?
I mean, lately I've seen a lot of people start to get their recognition. So, with these awards shows, the Eddie LaVerts and the Ron Isleys, and there's a lot of people that open doors for me, Charlie Wilson. So I've seen a lot of people just who deserved it, a long time ago, just starting to get it now. So, I mean, all the people that I could think about, have gotten awards, and I've seen it in the last maybe 5 years, 6 years, they've gotten it.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I feel like a lot of people are finally getting their flowers, and I honestly love to see that. And as it grows, I would love to see some more. And within Howard High, I think it was so great to see. Well, the movie actually was more so just about, creating the best school memories and just even like some friendships rekindling. And obviously, like, the important part was saving the performance arts department, period. Like, we make sure we're saving it. But if you could go back to high school yourself, what would you change?
Oh, see, I didn't go to real high school.
Yeah.
So I probably would have changed that. Like, I was, of course, independent study because I was on set a lot. I did Sister Sister, and, being a child star and always on the road, we had tutors. So I probably would have wanted to enjoy the experience of actually going to school, like going to high school and doing that. That's probably something I would have liked to do.
Nice. What about you, Keith?
Back in the day, I mean, we had a lot of those things, programs. We had a lot of programs in school. Unlike today, where they're taking a lot of programs out of the schools because of the funding. But back in the day when I was growing up, we had a lot of those type of things. So, I mean, it's pretty much similar to what I've experienced already growing up, Okay. So, fortunately for me, I didn't have the issue.
That was good.
That it was all good for me, fortunately, which allowed me to excel and be the man and the artist that I am. So I was blessed to grow up in the time and era that they felt that the youth needed that type of those type of things to be a part or be in schools or whatever. Because if it wasn't then back then, if it was we didn't have that, we would have been ill too, probably.
That's so funny. And even just speaking of more of just the music side, I wanted to say congrats to Marques, first of all, because I see that you dropped your album the other day.
Yeah.
You dropped it. And I just wanted to ask you a quick question about it, because it's called Me. And why exactly is it called Me? Like, what is the album about? And how do you feel like the songs will reflect your identity as you've grown?
Well, the album title is Me because this was an album that, it's my first album in almost like 10 years. And, I really felt like it was important to me to put out this body of work because it was important to give it to my fans. I've been away from music for a while and I've done so many other things and I've been blessed. And I thank everybody that supported Footage Films and everything that I've been doing in my career. But I felt like it was time for me to just put my stamp on a body of work and a music, that I wanted to do. And I called it Me because it's just me. These were the songs I wanted to do. This was the whole thing was my idea, my vibe, my life, and I felt like, over the quarantine, I was recording and I felt compelled to just get in the studio. And I was like, this is me. This is who I am. This is what I wanted to do at this moment. So you're getting really just me. And with this album, you're getting all me and what I wanted to do and everything that's about me and how I felt with musically at the time. And that's what you're getting. So I'm excited about it. And, it was a surprise album. Nobody knew about it. I was just like, we should put it out. So boom, it's out now.
Yeah, literally, I just dropped that. Everyone was like, wait a minute. Like, yeah. I have to tune in. I have to tune in for sure.
Yeah, thank you.
No, of course. And Keith, you are a staple within music, but you are also a staple within fashion as well. Like, I'm watching the film, I see the checkered pants, I see the red suit, like every time you are outside, you're always giving. How do you feel like your style has grown within your career? Like, is there a change? Is there an evolution? What have you noticed about your style, and how would you define your style?
Man, I just like swagging. That's always been me. I always like, I love fashion. I love, I style different people. That's what I do. So when people tell me, well, we got a stylist for you, I said, nah, I'm good. I style myself. He knows Marcus and them knows that. Marcus and Chris knows that. Hey, what we gonna get them? Don't worry about me. I'm gonna bring my own. Let me style me. Let me do me. That nobody can do me like me. Nobody, baby.
Right.
There you go.
That's so true. Oh my God, that's so true. And even the characters, actually, you guys, both of your characters had a special mentor-mentee, like competitive relationship,
Yeah.
But no matter what, I feel like you guys have always learned something from each other within that relationship. But in real life, can you tell me something that you've learned from each other while working with each other or even by observing each other's careers?
Well, in real life, we go back so far, so it was easy for me to be a part of that because me and Chris and Mark go back, years and years, the B2K thing, the immature thing. So we go back to that point. So it's just family getting with family at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's not no like who's he and oh, I've watched him before and on TV or whatever. It's not that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's in awe like that. It's more like, okay, hey, you've been doing your thing, I'm doing my thing, and I love what you've been doing, you love what I've been doing, and I'm glad that we're still able to do it together, and I'm glad we family, and I'm glad we've worked from back then to have grown to achieve what we're achieving at this point. And it's great because so many people don't get to do that. You have a lot of people that came out during the time I came out who has never, who has done it, but they didn't stay consistent. And that's the key in anything in life. You have to stay consistent. I mean, a lot of people get in this business and it's for all the wrong reasons. you know, and you know, if that's the first thing you see is dollar signs, then you're in the business for the wrong reasons. Because you should always do something because you love it, not because, oh, I think I'm gonna make a lot of money from doing it, because you're not passionate about it at that point. If you're just doing it because of the money, you're not passionate. And when you're passionate about something, whether you make a lot, a little bit of money or whatever, whether you get a little bit or whatever, if you're passionate and you love it, it doesn't matter how much you get, or, you know, you're always going to be fulfilled because you love it and you're passionate about it. It doesn't matter why you're doing it. You're doing it for the love of it, not the money.
Yeah, absolutely. And I will say, you know, that Keith is right. Like, we always been family from back in the day. But I mean, there's so much that I have actually to learn from Keith about, like he said, being consistent. Keith been in the game for so long, and he stays consistent, stays relevant, and continues to give, you know, what we expect out of him. And he never disappoints. You know what I'm saying? I just went to go see him smash his show the other day, and I was like, man, he giving with them, he keeping up with them young boys. Like, Keith don't miss a beat. So, you know, I love the fact that Keith stays consistent and he stays humble. Like, he don't never change. Like, it's all the years I've known Keith, I can always call Keith and be like, big bro, what's up? We got to do this. And he's like, I'm there for you. So, you know, that consistency and that humbleness is what I've definitely taken away from Keith.
I definitely love that. And I would even just say, just watching so many faces within one film that I even grew up on, and watching even some of my siblings that introduced me to like your shows and your music and all of that. It really was a great thing to see. So thank you guys so much for even just putting together this project, putting together this film. And it really brought me back to a lot. I had to start playing some of the music that I used to grow up on, you know, like, just because, like, even the Mindlezz Behavior, like, just because I really
it really is a feel-good movie, and that's what we really tried to accomplish. And I just want to shout out Tubi, Fox, and all the executives over at Tubi, Fox for giving Chris and I the opportunity to tell our stories, to be authentic, and have a platform to release such an amazing, electrifying film for us. You know, we did You Got Served, and we've done so many things, and I think this is going to revolutionize the way we see Black musicals. And, you know, I think it was a really big opportunity for us, and we just appreciate all the support out there. And, you know, this is a film that, like you said, generations can watch together, families, from children to the grandparents, everybody can watch it as a family. So, you know, that's the importance of this film, and I feel like, you know, it's really going to do well.
No, it definitely will. Thank you guys so much for this. I really appreciate it.
Make sure y'all watch Howard High, streaming today free on Tubi.
Yes, definitely check it out.
You don't have to pay no money to see me.
So thank you guys so much. And thank you all for tuning into It's Only Entertainment.